We are Chaos Crew back in Cozy Cove. When we left off, you guys were untangling a bunch of mystery elements. Madrigal was basically the Nancy Drew of the group, let's be real. Crushing with questions, but you all had some really great insight and ideas about what all these clues meant. And you still had a lot of papers and stuff that hadn't fully dried out that you were also waiting to have dried out to see if you could try and glean a little more information. You were also preparing to head out towards the Oak Haven. Was that the main plan you guys landed on, correct?
Yeah.
It is the next morning. After breakfast, Babs asks if you guys wouldn't mind watching the inn while you finish your preparations. You know, since you're packing, could you guys lend your eyes to the inn so her and Howard can go off and see the troll at the troll bridge and take him lunch? So are you guys cool with watching the inn while they go on their errand? Right.
Yeah, we got this.
She tells
Sure.
you that there will be some deliveries in and out throughout the day. You know, it's people use this town for stuff. Just make sure someone's here, you know, that kind of thing. And as they leave, they say, make sure you don't burn it down or anything. Ha ha ha. A note of foreshadowing. I'm kidding. Probably.
Not it.
Carl will be Laurel.
Carl's like, what? So there you guys all are in the Cozy Cove Inn. What are you guys up to?
Morning beer.
Danny, it is not even lunchtime.
It is 5 o'clock somewhere.
Sure.
Amen.
Madrigal's looking for corn to eat and like little treats to put in her pockets.
All right. So in the bread baskets you see on the table, any bread item in that basket, which happens to have every bread you can imagine, is kept at the exact temperature it should be kept at for maximum enjoyment, which means a croissant is exactly as warm and buttery as it should be. The toast is exactly as crispy and warm as it should be. Everything is the exact correct temperature for enjoying it. Inside those baskets you see are a number of pastries, both sweet and savory alike, nice herby breads, delicious sweet treats, even a couple cinnamon rolls tucked in there for good keeping. You know, Babs likes to make sure there's lots of sneaky snacks out between meals. There's also some jugs of wine, nice bits of fruit here and there. Behind the counter, she's got cheese and crackers, little meats, that kind of thing, if anyone wants a nice little charcuterie moment. Nice little mid-morning snickeroos, as it were. Of course, if you would like to have anything other than that, you could probably get it yourself. She is, of course, not there, so the magic that runs the inn is not making your treats in the background. I believe since she knows you like corn, though, she'd probably at least have a few ears of, like, the street corn prepared on a tray for you, you know, knowing her.
I love it.
The Sloan Pockets are just like going through the basket, picking out like their favorite pastries, Pockets taking a bite and putting it back, and like, stop, you gotta take one and eat it. And then they're looking through all the snacks behind the bar.
Pockets the raccoon going, that old lady was making a mistake letting me in this inn without anyone's supervision.
Yes.
Wait, Thistle, can you still hear Pockets?
Huh?
Can you still hear Pockets talk? Like, is that effect still on that you can?
Did we do a long rest?
So it's been overnight, correct? It's the next morning?
Yeah. So I haven't.
This morning.
No, not right now.
But you do still have the bracelet. You could activate it and do it again. You get to do it once a day.
Okay.
It lasts as long as the speak with animals spell, which I think is 15 minutes.
Okay.
It's like however long the spell lasts, it lasts for that long.
Yeah, I'll check on the time, but it's not activated right now.
Which means Pocket just is doing what he wants.
No, I feel like Danny would just be kind of sitting, sulking, nursing a beer.
And what has Danny sulking?
I don't know. Nope.
Just sulking, not gonna share why. Your whole party is watching you sulk angrily.
Yes.
Excellent. Over here, you see there's actually a really nice portrait that's been brought in. I know that on the map, it looks like some little kitty drawings, and that is because I did not search for another prop element, and that would have been a lot of work. And just use your imagination. This is an imagination game, guys. This is a portrait and not little kid drawings. It looks like it was brought in and delivered. You see some paper wrapping around it. Looks like Babs is in the middle of unpacking things, and then she was like, oh, time to go on my errand. And then there's also some other patrons of the inn as well are in here.
I actually think Madrigal's gonna walk up to Danny. No? Oh wait, is this no talking? Is this the kind of situation where we're not talking? Is that what is good for now? Or is talking on the table, so to speak? Kind of like huffs. Right.
She's in a mood.
So thought I'd say like, are you okay? But clearly that's not the case. So it seems like that'd be a dumb thing to say. Yeah. And yet I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it anyways. You okay? What's going on?
Like into her mug of ale, whatever you want to call it. She just kind of like looks up Madrigal and kind of like glances over at Sativa in the back of Madrigal again, be like, I don't know. She didn't tell us anything.
Yeah. That's got too smart. I think out of all of us, you and Sativa have a special kind of bond, and having her not say some things to you might, hurt more.
I won't call it a bond, but
She said you smelled good, right? That seems pretty close to like, I don't know, I'm not going to say like a marriage proposal, but that seems like flirting, perhaps. Yes?
She did, best friend, she did!
And I think Magical's going to be like, Team, Thistle, Smudge, if somebody tells you that you smell good, that's flirting, right?
Practically married.
Sativa is
drinking.
fuck, y'all. No, fuck.
Thing is, she'd be an idiot not to want to flirt on you, as they say. And I think that it's worth a conversation with her, maybe if you want that to happen. Or we could do like a sneaky, see if anybody's got like detect thoughts. No, that's intrusive. We're not going to do that. But
I don't think that's a good idea.
We're not. I said it and I was like, no, that's a bad idea. We're not going to do that. I could compose a song. We could see if Magical has no idea what flirting is or looks like, and is really trying to help you here, but she really doesn't. She really doesn't know what's going on. She could just tell you're sad.
Because Danny also doesn't know how to flirt, and Sativa also doesn't know how to flirt, and Magical has no idea how to flirt. And Thistle is exploring the inn with her fucking raccoon. Smudge, what are you doing?
This is fantastic roleplay.
Best.
I'm pretty sure Danny is about as red as I am. Like, just snorting into her drink and kind of like just looking at Madrigal like, no, none of this, no.
What if we went up to her, yeah, and we said, your hair's so purple and pretty, and have you considered maybe you could kiss my friend?
No, Madrigal, just stop. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. Just.
All right. I'm good on the
No, just I'm good. Just have some of your corn that's in your pocket.
You don't have to tell me thrice. And she just like starts eating corn. But it's still kind of like hovering a little bit, being like, okay, I can tell my friend's upset. I'm not sure what to do in this situation. I'm just gonna be around and eat my corn.
Hey, Smudge, what you doing?
Just kind of looking around and I think that Smudge doesn't yet feel like she can insert herself in the conversation. So she's kind of hanging back.
Do you want to help me unpack some of these packages that Babs got?
Sure. Yeah, I'll help.
And as you guys go to start unpacking, it's just the one portrait over there. You do see one of the deliveries that Babs mentioned was going to come in. It's a clergyman. He's got like a hand cart type thing, and he's wheeling it in. Kind of waves at you.
Hello, the acceptor of deliveries.
Oh, I'm supposed to set it up. There's a little table I'm supposed to be setting up. It's good. You see that there's like a little trunk on the cart that he's presumably going to start setting up and doing stuff.
What are you setting up there?
He kind of looks at you and he's like, the display that Babs called for me to set up. He kind of looks at you weird and gets back to what he's doing.
A display of what?
He's ignoring you and just proceeding to do stuff.
Just like him.
Smudge, what are you doing?
Helping unpack the stuff, but I don't trust. Does he have like clergy?
He looks like his picture. He looks like a typical clergyman. He's wearing the little robe thingies.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna stay as far away as possible because I despise clergy and as I mentioned earlier, everything I feel shows on my face, so I'm gonna stay back.
So Madrigal is gonna approach him and kind of ask him like, hello there, sir, what's your name? I'm Madrigal.
So you're on the other side of the room.
Hello there, sir. I'm Madrigal! Who are you?
Clergyman John, and takes some some black cloth he has in his trunk and begins laying it out on the table.
Okay. Madrigal's gonna approach him, like get a little bit closer. Let me move her, and be like, display. That's lovely. Thank you so much for doing that. Babs asked us to, watch the inn while she was out. Out of curiosity, I see you're wearing some, obviously robes, and you said you're a clergyman. What deity do you worship?
You see him open his mouth, and as he goes to speak, you instead hear from the cloth, well, that hardly matters now. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
What?
I knew there was something up.
No. 15.
I think you guys are actually able to type it into next to your name on the initiative tracker if you want to do that. I'm going to add these all to the initiative. I've learned that players can see if I add the hidden tokens to the initiative, so I can't add them to the initiative.
How do you do that?
I also rolled a 15. Do we just...
Rochambeau for it. Whoever wants to go first goes first. Or you guys can reroll.
You go first.
The three men that jump out are dressed in simple bandits clothing. They all seem to have tattoos on their forearms, however. The tattoos look very similar to the imagery that I use for them, which of course looks very similar to the banner you guys all saw on the ship. These are Zentarum.
Danny literally growls.
Literally growls. And they were going to get a surprise round, but I just can't in good faith do it when you guys were just so paranoid. I'm so proud you guys were so paranoid. I couldn't give them a surprise round. I don't care how hidden they are.
Yay!
Y'all were just too paranoid. I couldn't do it. But you do have 3 Zentarum in front of you. I have a stat block that says they're going to start swinging. Danny, looks like you will be up first. That makes sense. You're probably a little upsetty. Little upsetty spaghetti.
All right, let's see. Does the clergyman look like anybody? I'm assuming he's Zentarum as well.
Zentarum are known for blackmailing and forcing people who can't defend themselves to do their bidding. It stands to reason this guy probably runs a small country church, and his clergyman or his parish are probably being held hostage right now. You don't know that for sure, but the way he was kind of not answering your questions and didn't really have a good lie, he probably didn't think about it. He's not a criminal. He's under duress trying to save his people.
All right, that's fair. Are these...
They are medium. If that helps.
I think, Madrigal, is that like where you are in reference to the actual NPCs?
It can be. It doesn't. I kind of just tried to get myself close to the clergyman to talk to him. So honestly, probably because I didn't want to be yelling out at him.
All right, no, that's cool. I'm gonna ice knife the one closest to Madrigal because I don't want him swiping at her. 13 a hit.
13 will hit. 100%.
All right, sick. All right, so that's a 1d10. I rolled a 9, and on a hit, he has to make a dex saving throw or take 2d6 additional cold damage. So 9 damage initially.
So a dex saving throw. 9?
Nope, that is a fail.
All right. You're welcome to describe your kill on this one, because that's going to kill him if he deals extra damage, as long as it's more than 2 damage.
Well, my first roll was a 2, so...
All right. Go ahead and describe your kill.
Just seeing the tattoos on them, one of them pretty close to a friend that she just fairly made, and one that actually gave a shit about what was going on in her head. Literally just hand up, just forms like a shard of ice and just not again, motherfucker, just launches it at him.
Ah! And there's shards just explode. But I assume blood shoots everywhere when that happens.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Of course, naturally. Alrighty, and next up, do you have any other actions for your turn, Danny? Alright.
No, I'm gonna hang back.
Alright, Madrigal, you might have a little bit of blood and ice splattered on you, but the guy in front of you is no longer a threat. What are you gonna do?
Madrigal's like, thanks, Danny. She says that much louder, kind of freaking out also. And I think she's gonna ask the team, do we want to keep one of these guys alive? It's kind of weird that they're here, right? Do you want to question them, or do we just want to freaking unalive them as fast as we can? It seems like they're not asking questions here, just kind of attacking.
Might be best to hold one for a little while at least.
Keep the priest.
We have the priest.
Yeah, keep him.
He might know something.
Okay. All right, then Madrigal is going to cast Holy Word on the guy to her, like down and to the right of her, which is a ranged spell attack on a target within range. On a hit, it takes 1d8 radiant. If it's Fey, Fiend, or Undead, its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
He is not, but the damage could be good.
Okay, so she's gonna cast, and that's a cantrip.
Yay, preserving spell slots.
Yes. Do I just do it, or do I need to?
So it'll still be an action, but you wouldn't lose a spell
Okay.
slot unless it
Okay.
unless it says you can cast this as a bonus action. But normally it doesn't.
No. Yeah, it's just it's an action. Okay, so she's gonna do it.
And does it? This one does have a roll to hit on it, though. Correct?
No,
It does
it's
not? Oh,
just
fantastic. Even better. Do that damage.
yay. Okay, so 1d8. 6.
6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus action. Who's next on the initiative order?
Thistle.
Bonus action. Bardic Inspiration. The Thistle.
Madrigal, which one did you damage?
The one that's like. Let me move him. This guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so Thistle's going to take out her short bow and aim at the bad guy that's closest to Danny.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
5.
That is unfortunately not quite high enough to hit on that one. They have a pretty low.
Can I use my reroll?
Heck yeah, you can. It's your reroll. You can do whatever you want with it.
16.
That'll hit.
All right. So it's turbo 1d6 plus 3 piercing. 6, so 9.
9 damage. Nice. Alrighty. And then is that gonna complete your turn?
She's gonna yell, "Not cool, Clergyman John." Yeah, I think that's it. I'm good.
Alrighty. Smudge, you are up.
All right. Smudge needs to move close enough to be within 30 feet. So I'm going to move.
Where are you trying to move? This map's not full.
I'm way
full
over
scale,
here.
so I would
And I
say
need-
that like in the course of one turn, you could probably get to, because like these tables are big, they're not that big. You could probably get to about here, like the end of the table.
All right. So I'll go there. Yeah. Okay. And then I will use, and then I will move closer so I can bop them with my shillelagh, but I'm not close enough yet. So Thorn Whip.
Oh, Thorn Whip's fun.
18 to hit
That'll hit.
and 5 damage. I can't believe that. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, 5.
All right, and that was the one that Danny just hit for 9, or that
It could be, yeah, whichever one needs it the most.
yeah, that this one
'Cause
hit for 9.
within any of them.
All right, cool. Do you want to describe the kill on that, Smudge?
The thorn whips out and catches the guy's throat and pulls it, and he drops. He's gone. That's it.
All right, 2 of them aren't taking a turn. The third one is gonna make his move. Who is he closest to? Madrigal. But he's a bandit, so what's he gonna do? He is going to make a melee attack. Going to first step forward. 22 is definitely gonna hit you, Madrigal. Correct.
Yeah.
And then it will deal 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
There's only the one of them, however. When that happens, and then let me see if the guy reaches forward and slashes at you, Madrigal, leaving him vulnerable. He turned his back on a druid who is a much higher level than he is, who was up next in the initiative. So she proceeds to blast the guy who just slashed you. So he slashes you and then immediately proceeds to basically light up into flames and falls dead. That was our third Zentarum down when the painting begins to shimmer a little bit. And a bunch of dudes wearing similar clothing to the guys you just took out with slightly different tattoos climb out of the paintings. This will be right there, so this might hurt a little bit for you because they will get the surprise on you guys for this one. Oh, wrong dice. They don't get to roll a Sativa's dice. They have to roll the bad guy dice.
So did we take out all of the
Those
first
you took out-
3?
you took out those 3. Yeah, they're all marked dead, and
Okay.
I will fix their alignment once I'll probably
No
just
problem.
switch them out. But honestly, because they're still there, the 3 new guys' eyes opened up. Just assume that they're right there, but they're getting a surprise round on Thistle because they did just surprise. First one,
All 3 get a surprise attack.
they're a little bit different than the Zentarum you just faced, but every bit as much sack of shits. The first one, however, was so excited he completely does miss.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
Second one does not. This 2 points. You got lucky on that one. So he slashes. You can decide where they slash you, and you take 2 points of damage. The third one then rolls He is going to deal 17 plus 3 will be a dirty 20. Then 3 plus 4 is going to be 4 damage, or 3 plus 1 is 4 damage, so an additional 4 damage. However, if you want, I will let Pockets make a sleight of hand attempt on one of the two that hit you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for it.
That's just a d20 for him.
It'll be a d20, and then you'll add his sleight of hand bonus.
8 plus 5.
Alright, so he doesn't quite get the thing he was going for, but when he goes to snatch, it catches the sleeve and it fully reveals the tattoo, and you're able to see the decorative M. Danny, this would look familiar to you because some of Manshoon's Goonies that were with him that day had that tattoo. The innermost circle of that had that tattoo versus the regular Zentarum one. You don't know the connection yet because we have not gotten to that part of Discovery, but they are different tattoos. They do tend to be stronger people.
Okay.
And that'll complete their chance, and we are back at the top with Danny. And then Madrigal, Thistle, Smudge, so on.
Thistle, how many points of damage did you take?
Total 6. I have 9 hit points right now.
I can only move 30 feet. All right, I'm going to move said 30 feet.
Where are you trying to move to? Because the scale's a little off on this.
Just, I guess, 30 feet towards them, because she's pissed seeing that Thistle got hit. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Thunder Wave on the one that just hit Thistle. Closest to, because she's fucking annoyed. She's aggravated. It's a 13 Constitution save on, well, actually, let me see if I hit first.
So they have to make a con saving throw, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's actually gonna fucking hit, because it was a 13. However, I can cast Magic Stone as a bonus action.
What's that do?
That is it's not much. It's a 1d6 plus 3. I literally take one of the stones out of my pouch that I collect, and just seeing that my spell missed, I'm just fucking aggravated and just chuck a rock at his head.
All right, roll a d20 at advantage.
15 plus 5 for a dirty 20.
All right, you hit the guy square in the forehead.
1d6, 3 plus 3, so 6 total damage.
Not bad. Not bad for throwing a stone. Magical? Or is that going to complete your turn, Danny?
Yeah, I want to get up and close and personal.
All right, Magical, you're up.
Okay, this is a little bit shenanigan. See, Madrigal wants to. So I have Silent Image. Madrigal wants to create the image of Manshoon, like in the corner, like far, because it's a 60-foot range, and I can create a 15-foot. So I want to cast that image like at the far corner, like by by the blue couches, so that it's pretty far away. But I'm assuming like a tall dude. Or no, because they have to be able to see him, but he can't be so close that they can like look at him and be like, oh, that's fake. Maybe by the fireplace that's got those 2 green couches, like just like an image of him, just like kind of glowering at them with like kind of like a stop motion, because I can't have it say anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Did they make a saving throw to determine if they're fooled by it, or?
They don't. This image appears at a spot within range and lasts for the duration, which is up to 10 minutes. It's visual, so no other accompaniments. You can alter it so that it appears to be moving. But okay, yeah, physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion, since things can pass through it, which is why I kind of want it like closer to the wall, but like within range. And my goal with this is to have them roll with disadvantage, or just have them like, if they say anything or respond to it,
Okay.
weird.
So your goal is not necessarily to convince them that he's there, telling them to stop, but to just cast enough doubt so they maybe have disadvantage when they do stuff.
Yeah, and to see like how they respond, like, because Madrigal's like watching pretty closely to see like, do they respond as if like, oh, like our boss is here? Like, I don't know. She's just like curious what they're gonna do, and also disadvantage because she wants them to do badly and try and attack ones.
All right, I think that some of those objectives are reasonable, and I very much appreciate you also sharing the intent, guys. That is Magical gets a, you know what, Magical, take a free reroll, actually. I love that so much. Thank you so much for telling me what you were trying to do with that. Thank you so much. That makes my life so much easier when I know what you guys are, like, trying to do with something. So I'm like, okay, cool. I know what your objective is here. Amazing.
I'll take it. Thank you.
So you cast this image, and it's pretty foreboding. The only thing that you would maybe want to be a little aware of is you know, Danny might also get freaked out, Sativa might also get freaked out.
Oh,
However,
yeah.
since you're all pretty, like, I don't know. I want to believe that Danny would probably notice you because she's kind of like, I feel like Danny can speak for herself. I feel like Thistle and Smudge can see you doing it. So I think Smudge is very well aware of what you're doing, correct, Smudge? I don't want to like speak for you, but
Right. Yeah. I can see.
yeah.
Can magical kind of like look at Thistle and Danny and be like, it's not real, it's not real. Like for like I'm doing that.
Yeah, I love that actually. It's their choice how they react to that information, but I love that. I think that's all completely got the green light for me. All right. Do you have any other actions for your turn other than that? Okay. Thistle, you are up.
Okay. I'd like to cast Bark Skin on myself as a bonus action. And my AC is 16 right now. And it's saying it'll go up to 17. But this was gonna cast Bark Skin, and her skin just takes on like rough, dark brown bark across her skin, and it's a bonus action. So her AC goes up to 17. And she's gonna take her scimitar out and attack the bad guy right in front of her.
Alrighty.
17.
That'll hit.
And scimitar is 1d6 plus 3 slash 3 plus 3, so 6.
All right. And that's the same one that Danny had hit earlier, yeah? Right there, the one in front of you?
Danny, is that the one you hit? Yeah, I think so, because it was the one closest.
Yes.
So do you want to describe how you kill him with your scimitar?
So I slash him kind of across his abdomen and just like splits him open. Blood shoots out onto my bark skin as he just falls over and dies.
All over the table and the couch and the chairs
Paint.
and the hardwood floors.
Pockets.
Gonna be
There's
so-
little pocket blood.
Yeah, of course. I assume Pockets is dancing in this blood right now. Little tap dance number, little pitter patter feet, getting blood everywhere.
Yes.
It's like in a puddle of rain, just
Exactly. Like you've seen the umbrella dance, right? Like you can sit under my umbrella, but it's just blood. Okay, smudge.
Exactly.
How much movement do I get to? How close can I get?
Where are you trying to go? Let's see.
I want to get over in this mix.
To get over to like here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could probably get to there in one turn's movement.
Okay. That's not close enough to do the shillelagh, is it?
No, you gotta be within like 5 feet,
Okay.
right?
I'll go ahead and do Thorn Whip again. Does 14 hit?
Which you're aiming for this one or
This one. Yeah.
this one?
That one. Yeah.
Alrighty. Did 14?
Yeah. 14.
14 does not.
Okay.
They're a little
Well, then I try to shoot a Thorn Whip and it goes and I trip over that box lid or that table right there and it sticks into the ceiling. And I'm like dangling from it going, whoa, oh.
with bits of drywall and wood.
I'm
coming
hanging
out of
from
the
the chandelier.
100%.
Yeah.
We are wrecking the end. Is that going to complete your turn, Smudge?
Yeah, that's
Alrighty. Bad guy's turn.
No, yeah, that is it. Because I can't. Yeah, that's it.
First one is going to swing, or say swing. He's going to shoot a bow and arrow, and no, he's not. He's going to throw a dagger. That's his range attack. I was looking at the other one. These ones have dagger range attacks, not bow and arrow range attacks. But he's going to miss, so it's not going to matter, because an 8's not going to hit any of you.
who got a nat 20?
Well, wasn't
Wait, does he get
guys.
this? Does he get disadvantage because of the image of Manchun?
You know, that's a great point. I'm still taking the picture, because, I don't get 20s all the time. But
Yeah.
I will roll.
Is he
again.
freaking out? What's he looking like? What are they looking like? What if they see the image of Manchun? What's their reaction? And do they get
Let's see. Ooh,
disadvantage?
that's why disadvantage matters. Second one was a 5. The first one, we'll say that the one that died actually like saw Manchun and was like, oh shit! And then the second one, who is trying, who nearly critted on Danny, goes to throw the dagger, and as he says for, he's like, that's not what we had planned, and like releases the dagger, but he's distracted, and that's what makes it miss. And then the third one. He goes, you idiots! They're magic users! And then he is going to go ahead and make a dagger attack as well, but it's not a crit. It's a 13, which does that hit you, Smudge? It does not. No, it does, because you have a 10. Look at your HP instead of your AC. So it's a 1 plus 3 is 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
And...
Okay, now I have. Never mind. Nope, never mind.
What are you at, Smudge? Sorry, how many hit points do you have?
11.
11. And Thistle, you have 9?
Yeah, 9.
Okay. Does Danny have any damage?
I am good right now.
And for Sativa's turn, you see behind Smudge, you and Danny just see a bunch of fire light up from her staff when she uses her bonus action for the fire. And then Thistle, you feel a bony death grip on your ankle. And it's Carl using his touch to give you a Cure Wounds spell.
Oh. Buddy.
So you can do those through touch from Sativa. Cure Wounds is what? D8? D6? D8? I think hers is actually
Yeah.
D8 because of her level now, actually. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take 6 healing.
Thanks, buddy.
He just likes to be involved.
He's too proud of himself.
Yeah, he always likes it when Sativa starts throwing fire around. Even though he's made of wood, he likes the chaos. Alright, and then we're back at the top. Danny.
All right, I feel like we're gonna run up to the one closest to this blue couch here and just fucking stab the shit out of him with my spear.
Alright.
Maybe 14.
14 is not gonna hit that.
Balls.
Just a little shy of what you need for that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna re-roll that. All right, swinging wide.
Any other actions?
You know what? Since it's a cantrip, why the fuck not? Can I magic stone the one over? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna chuck one at the guy, I guess, closest to like diagonal, like to the left of me.
So this guy?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and roll for it.
19.
19 will hit.
Yeah, that's a 4.
4 damage. Anything else?
And now I'm gonna stay put.
Alrighty. Madrigal, you are up. And actually, Madrigal, could you do me a favor and roll perception, please? Since you're the only one over there.
Yes, I can. 10?
10? Is that 10 modified or 10 unmodified?
Yeah, because you have a +1. I can re-roll. Can I re-roll?
You know what? I might want to you might want to re-roll on that one. Yeah.
Okay, let me re-roll.
I want to do well on this one.
12.
Okay, so a 12 is better than 10, though.
Yeah.
12 is not going to be quite as good as you could use, but it's not bad. Something about the guy's table looks off. You did spend a little bit of time in the Feywild, so you're used to noticing when things are maybe a little shimmery, a little magical, a little this looks suspicious. And it catches your attention and you notice that the cloth seems to shimmer very slightly. Like you had to roll, you barely noticed it, kind of like you barely noticed the sheen on the cloth.
The table by the clergyman?
Yeah, by the clergyman, the one that they all came out of, basically. The little tablecloth that he had put on the table.
Okay. Quick question. So they're coming, okay, so they came out of the tablecloth and they're also coming out of the artwork?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's helpful. Okay. Well, gosh.
And now it'll be your turn.
Freaky. I don't know if I should. Because I was going to go up there and help y'all fight, but I feel like maybe I should stay here and try to figure out what's going on with this clergyman and this tablecloth. So,
You can try and talk to him. He's at this point just cowering behind the table.
oh,
I
good
couldn't really move
point.
him because I connected him and I can't figure out how to detach him, but he's just cowering.
Do you have detect magic?
I do have detect magic, but I'm wondering, let me ask him first and see like if what he's willing to tell us. I'm going to say, Clergyman John, as you can see, we're in the middle of a battle, right? And it's not ideal. So here's what I'm going to say. If you give me as much information as you can, right? Tell me literally everything, and I mean literally everything. If you don't want anything, I'll cast magic on you, I will. Don't test me, because I will. Tell me literally everything you will, and I will do my best to protect you. And I'll put in a good word with Babs, maybe.
In the
I
beginning,
will-
God made the earth, and then he made man, and then he made life. Because well, he everything a clergyman knows is mostly gonna be religious nonsense.
Tell me everything you know about the situation. Here's what I want to know specifically, yeah? What do you know about these men who are attacking us? I'm assuming they're men, these people who are attacking us. What can you tell us about this tablecloth? Are more people about to come out of it?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is a danger? What do you know about what is posing a danger to us right
They're
now?
testing all your defenses. They're all coming for you.
You're
They
testing all
told me
of
how to
you.
do it. They'd kill everyone. They were gonna kill everyone in the Sourberry community, so I had to do this. They said if I didn't do this, they'd kill everyone. I'm sorry.
John, I'm gonna need you to get it together, man. Get it together, right?
I'm
Okay.
a man of the cloth. We're
I
cowards.
don't. John, look at me. Whatever. Right? So they're testing all of our defenses. What do you mean?
They said that they were all gonna try to do different things all at once and overwhelm you, and they were gonna get in and they were gonna try and attack you and kill you.
John, who's they?
The Zentarum.
How many? Who talked to you specifically? Did they all show up at the same
Hooligans. They
time?
had a couple more back that were guarding it. I don't know how many they have. They said they're gonna just do some things. They didn't plan on living. They're gonna fight to the death. They're gonna try and kill you or die trying.
How many? Do you know?
I don't know how many they're gonna send through and how many they're gonna leave. I hope they all come here so they leave my people alone.
Well, that's rude.
They're innocent. They're Christians. How can they possibly fight? Oh, well, actually, yes, they are. Sometimes good at, but these are country farmers and they don't have much.
What's a Christian?
Right? I'm like, you know, these are small little NPCs. Their highest status
Well-
is 8.
John, what's your class? I'm assuming you're a cleric. Is that right?
No, he's just a literal like an actual like NPC.
Oh, he's just a
clergyman.
dude.
Yeah,
he's just a
got,
guy.
Like, he's got like 6 hit points, fucking 8 intelligence. He's nobody.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, NPCs are normally when they're not like Babs or Howard. Normally NPCs are like, shucksy doodles. I have a 0 level.
Okay. So Madrigal's gonna kind of like try her best to communicate all this to the whole team because I don't know if everybody can hear me, but I'm just gonna say like they're trying to test our defenses. None of these people are aiming to like live. They're just gonna try to overwhelm us.
Kill at will.
Can I do some sort of? I'm trying to figure out if there's a way for me to destroy this tablecloth because it seems like the tablecloth and the thingy, the art or the portal things. Can I do some sort of investigation? I don't know to try to figure out what's a way of destroying them.
Go ahead and roll in, or you can do an investigation or Arcana.
I will do Arcana. That was nat 20, 25.
Excellent. You look at it and you on site, you recognize it. You're like, ah, yes, this is actually a portable portal, basically, that they can literally use this fabric to get between 2 spaces. And it looks like they had tucked this fabric into this trunk and it bing, bang, boom, brought some people into Cozy Cove via this little portal, and they're able to jump through if they so wish.
So that's a fireplace, yeah, on the other side of the room.
Yeah, it is. It is a fireplace. You were very astute for noticing.
Would tossing this thing in the fireplace just destroy it?
Probably wouldn't hurt. Well, probably wouldn't hurt much.
Hurt us.
Yeah, because okay, this is a question for the team. How much do we want to know where the other side of the portal leads to? How would we even go about knowing that? No, are we just trying to like stop it?
I think we could find that out from Clergyman John. Sounds like they might be at his place, his community. So.
That's true. We could go there.
Don't ask Danny. She's out for blood at this point.
Fair.
If we knew a way to stop them coming through without destroying it, that'd be great. But I don't think we do. So it's better to destroy the portal than rather than. I mean, because we don't want to go through the portal. We're not ready for that.
Yeah. I'm wondering, okay, so there's still a couple of guys alive up by where y'all are. So I think Magical's going to try to destroy the tablecloth, and maybe if we can do something to try to like, I have pacify person. I don't know if anybody has some sort of thing that we could use to try and convince. Oh, magic objects. Don't we have something that can force people to that can convince people to do something? Did I make that up? Do we have a thing?
Madrigal, are you spying on my loot you have not gotten yet list? Where is the camera in my office? Where did you hide it? I have questions.
I mean, maybe.
Transparently, one of the items, there are some items in the group's possession that could possibly make the wearer tell the truth.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
It
I'm
was
just gonna
used
let me
give
just
Danny some ill or some peace of mind, but it would still achieve these objectives. So you do collectively in your loot have one. You just don't know, the group does not know you have one. Where's that camera at?
because I feel like I had something in my notes about that. I'm wondering.
You guys had mentioned looking for one or wanting some.
Oh, okay.
My understanding. So I have a list of the loot you guys had determined.
Okay.
There was the bracelets that you guys were pretty sure that were matching. Then there was the bracelet of the Whispering Woods, which lets them speak to the animals, and there was the ring that lets you walk on water, and there were a few other like bracelet rings and necklaces that were disguised and magical, but you didn't know what they were yet because you guys were running out of spell slots.
Okay, sorry, this is shenanigans again. But here's what Magical would like to do is to pick up the tablecloth, dash over, put it in the fireplace, and then I have a cantrip called Moment to Think. she would like to cast that because it pauses time for everybody except for her. And then she wants to root through the loot and find that thing that's the truth thing.
All right.
Is that okay?
I like it. Go for it.
Okay, so she's gonna grab the tablecloth
All right.
and just freaking run for the fireplace, toss it in there. And she's screaming the entire time.
If they come to the portal, they're now in the fire. Nice.
Yeah. She's like, everybody, this is a portal. I'm pouring in the fire so they can't come in. I'm gonna try to see if we have something that can tell the truth, make them tell the truth. I can't. I'm running out of actions here. I'm gonna toss this to Thistle. Thistle, can you? When I find it, it's gonna look like it just happened out of nowhere because I'm gonna pause time, chronomancy, and then you can cast it on someone. Does that sound all right? All right. So okay. So I do that, and then I do blinding, whatever the one I mentioned was.
Stopping time.
Stop. Yep. Do I find it?
All right, so you are stopping time. Everyone around you freezes. You begin looking through the loot that you guys had left out overnight. And you specifically said that you were looking for something that would make them tell the truth. All right. You find a ring that, like, because you put your mind to it, right? You start really thinking about your intent, what you're trying to do. You see they're all glowing with the magic that was put on them, right? And you kind of zoom in and you see a collection of a couple rings that are together. And you think that one of those 3 rings might maybe be what you need. Go ahead and roll a d20 and we'll see what you learn from that. You can
Okay.
You can use Arcana, probably.
Okay.
Magic.
So my bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
14. All right, so you are able to see that 2 of the rings seem to match.
Okay.
And one of them stands alone, and the one that stands alone kind of like pulsates a little bit. And you pick it up, and when you do, maybe it's the tension of everything, maybe it's the stress, maybe it's that you're actually alone for a quiet moment and there's all this magic bouncing around in the air. You're able to just know what this item is. And you inherently know that it is a ring of truth-telling. And while wearing this ring, you have advantage on wisdom/insight checks to determine if someone is lying to you.
Okay.
Chronomancy really is the greatest magic of all.
I was thinking about that. Good one. Who has wait, what did you, it was insight or wisdom you said?
It was wisdom.
Who does anyone have plus something to insight or wisdom? I
I have advantage.
Sorry, I
Okay.
have +5 to insight.
Okay.
Is what I have. Let me look. Make sure.
Insight.
Is anyone proficient in it? I'm not.
Danny's proficient in insight. Madrigal's proficient in insight. You all have a modifier to insight. And then wisdom for proficiencies. We have Thistle. We have Smudge. We have... Oh, just the 2 of you. Okay, I thought it was 3 of you. So, lots of...
I think Madrigal, I mean, me and Madrigal both like the idea of Danny, who has like a personal connection to these guys, like being the one to like try to like get the truth out of them. So I think that Madrigal's gonna toss the ring to Danny. Because you also have, I only have +3.
Since time is frozen for everyone but you, I would say you could probably even slip the ring on Danny's finger while she's frozen.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to like say like right in front of Danny's face, pretend that this is sativa. This could be your future, right? This is practiced, Danny. This is practice. Just like this. Do it just like this, and then she slips the finger on Danny's finger, and then just kind of like. Like, I guess, okay, so she's probably somewhere around like here or something.
Jumps on the couch, shoves the ring on. Imagine this could be you and Sativa.
And I do tell you, like, when time like unfreezes, I'm like, Danny, this is a ring of truth telling. Try to get the truth out of these guys, any one of them.
All right. Sure.
One day you'll propose to Sativa just like this, or she'll propose to you. This is just practice.
Madrigal, are you sure you want to
Okay.
stay there?
What? What
You wanna
does-
stay there?
do I
Are you
want to
gonna
sleep
stay
there?
there? Sorry. Madrigal, are you going to stay there?
Oh, Madrigal's like, where would you like me to move? I don't know what to do.
There's
Oh,
wait, where did that other guy come from? I thought there were only 3. Did one other come up? Now we have 4.
Indeed they
Hey.
did.
Hey,
Yeah, another one came up.
that
Away from the bad guys.
look like that.
Madrigal's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah. Just a little bit away.
hide behind Danny.
Okay.
See, another guy did.
Oh.
He's not officially out
He's
until
not
it's
officially
their turn, but yes, another one is joining the party.
Okay.
Bomber.
And that is concluding Magical's turn, because honestly, we have really abused action economy on that one. And Thistle.
Yes, sir.
No, you're good. I love the creativity, but Thistle, you're up.
Am I far enough away from these guys that if I back up, like, can I back up?
Yeah, because the guy in front of you is dead, so that no one's going to get an attack of opportunity on you. You should be good.
Okay. So I'm going to take a step back and what was the first thing? I'm going to cast Entangle, which is a 20-foot square. And what I'm trying to do is capture all these bad guys. At the same time, I want the roots and vines that just come out of the floor to go through the paintings and kind of just pull the paintings apart as they entangle the guys. Hopefully just like destroying the paintings in the process.
All right. So you're having vines kind of shoot up from the ground, wrap around the guys, shoot the vines through the painting.
20 foot. Yes. Oops. I'm going to move it. Well, it's supposed to be square, but I wanted to catch the edge of.
Yeah.
Well, that guy right there is dead.
Yeah. The one by Danny, I wanted to just kind of catch him a little bit in this.
So it's a square shape, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be square.
20 feet?
Yeah. Thank you. And just kind of keeping Danny out of it. Okay. So that's my action. What was my bonus action?
And for funsies, I'll say that another body was actually trying to come through the painting as those vines did that. So the vines actually shoot through the guy and the painting, just splattering blood again everywhere, all over. Like it gets on the ceiling, it gets on the walls. None. You guys do notice. Well, make check their passive perceptions, and I'll tell you who all notices. Smudge, you notice. Thistle, you notice. Danny, you notice. Magical, hon, I'm so sorry. I don't think you do with your passive.
That's okay.
You guys all notice that the blood and everything that is getting shot around everywhere, none of it's landing on the books. Like, perfect arc of blood, but then when you get to a book, like a bookshelf, blood. Books, no blood. Bookshelf, blood. Books, no blood.
I like it.
Because, look, I'll blend the rules of Cozy, but I'm not blending the rules of books don't get harmed in Cozy.
I feel like that's a Babs thing.
Yeah, it is a Babs thing.
Definitely.
She might have the spells get a little loosey-goosey and allow people to sneak in, but those books will be protected. Otherwise, you'll upset the bookworm.
As a former librarian, I'm a little bit in love with Babs.
I think you'd love the bookworm and Lost Library lore. Babs lives in fear of the bookworm because, well, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, so splattered blood going everywhere, but the painting also in tatters as vines wrap around the three Zent shoons, as it were.
Awesome. I don't think I'm going to do anything for my bonus action. I think that's it.
Smudge.
Okay, are they bound now, or
Yeah, they're all grappled. I'll put markers on them. 1 second.
they're all grappled?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, grappled, restrained, one of whichever thing I find first. Restrained it is.
Okay. All right. So I'm up, right?
Yeah, that'll be you.
I'm going to move a little closer.
If you move through those vines, you're gonna get entangled in them.
Okay, never mind. I'm not. I will. I don't have much. I can do a thorn whip again. I mean, I guess I can catch them. Unless, is there anything else that I need to do away from here?
I don't know if there's an other than kill the baddies.
Nobody needs to be cured or healed.
I have 9 hit points. It's not the biggest deal, but
Did you lose some hit points? I will healing word you.
pardon?
I'm trying to decide if healing word or cure wounds would be better. Cure wounds would be better. Can I touch you? I'm close enough to touch you, aren't I? Yeah, you're right next to me. So I'll cast that, and let me see how much I give you. Oh wait, sorry, 8.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. And that's it.
Alright, Aurum turn. Roll my d20 for bad guys. Is that gonna hit you? Thistle, that's not gonna hit you. That's not gonna hit anybody. That could hit somebody. Alright, Smudge, is 19 hit you?
Yeah.
5 piercing damage.
Okie doke.
There's just the three of them. So yeah, and that will complete her turns. However, taking it to Sativa's turn, who spots Sativa sees the Manshoon that you guys summon, like the visual of Manshoon, and she had already summoned her flames. She was going to go aim them at the guys who were entangled, which would be a very useful thing to do and catch them all on fire. She instead sees the Manshoon and goes, "Whoa!" and just flings an entire thing of fire right at the wall, trying to hit Manshoon. Again, burning all the bits of the wall and floor, but not hurting the books, because that would not be cozy. And that'll be her turn. Carl hangs his head in embarrassment, like, oh, jeez, this is embarrassing. You know, Pockets is like, oh, you know, like, jeez. And yeah, that'll end the Zents and the Sativa turns, and we're back at the top with Danny. Meg, are we questioning them before Danny goes ham with her sphere? I think that would be good. Danny, copy that. Magical. I want to discuss what we want to ask them.
I didn't mean that. I was like,
Smudge, why haven't
Yeah.
you been sitting here? It's a
Thank
big
you,
On that note,
and like maybe like where from whence they came.
So it is just at a little after 7. They are entangled. The encounter's not over, but I'll take a 15 and come back at 20 after. Have your questions and we can proceed from there. You guys are the best. We back.
that's fair.
Hail, hail, the gang's all here.
Gang's all here. Before we get into what could possibly be you guys interrogating and torturing people, I just want to go ahead and do a friendly check-in reminder that should any scenes get too intense or anyone want to fade to black, you are welcome to either message me, put into the chat, or just say out loud. You can say yellow, you can say stop, you can say any indication whatsoever. So just shoot me a little like Y or X message in the DMs if it gets to be too much. I don't think it will be, since you guys are all kind of, on the same brainwave as each other, but to make sure everyone is safe and feeling cozy in that respect, please do not feel ashamed of saying, hey, stop if it gets too graphic with the potential torture that you guys might be embarking on. Just hypothetically, of course. And we're back from break.
Cheers.
Hydrate.
I'll do that too.
You do.
I think I have 3 on my desk currently.
Yep. 2 to 3 is at least the minimum. So you guys have 3, I'm calling them Zenshoons for reasons you will soon discover probably. 3 of them are entangled. They are the 3 that came through the portrait. 1 is dead. Over by the clergyman's table, which once had a fabric on it, you have 3 dead Zentarum as well, with the main difference being the ones you guys have over here by the artwork have a different tattoo. Both of which do seem to be Zentarum-based tattoos, but they are different. What are you guys up to?
Sorry, I should have said this out loud. Abby, you said that in a way that made me suspicious. Can we ask them what the tattoos mean? Like, is it like a kind of thing where the what's-his-face is looking through them or something? Zenshoon is like using their tattoos as like a, I'm seeing through you.
So I am personally, just in a metagame way, I am personally calling them Zenshoons because they look like Zentarum. They are Zentarum. But these ones have a tattoo on them. The M is actually the way Manshoon signs things. And some of the ones you guys have in front of you from the artwork have that tattoo. And the ones over, the dead ones on the other side have the dragon tattoo that the other Zentarums have. The one that matches the banner you found in the boat. Hence, I'm calling those ones Zenshoons because they have the Manshoon signature on them, basically. So I'm like, oh, okay, Zentarum and Zenshoon. They're right now, for your knowledge, they just look like Zentarum with 2 different tattoos.
Okay.
Is it my turn in the initiative?
I don't know. I think that for simplicity's sake, we'll say, yeah, that sounds good.
I couldn't remember because I know Sativa was
Yeah,
last.
she got twitchy and tried to blast a spectral image. So yeah, makes sense. Danny, you're up.
Alright, cool.
There might be some lightly smoldering things in the room. Who knows?
Danny, take a second to wink at Sativa. Wink at Sativa before you begin.
Wait, what was that about Sativa?
Wink at her. Because she just set things to smoldering.
Anyway.
She won that one, Danny. She won that one.
Anywho's it. Alright, so going with what Madrigal said and giving her the ring and all that good stuff, I feel like Danny's going to attempt to, if they're already restrained, can she tackle somebody who's restrained?
So, yes.
I'm feeling like, given what Madrigal has said about like questioning them and all that, I feel like she would just kind of like push one of them to the ground and kind of like straddle them with kind of like a hand in their neck.
So technically, that would mean you'd be in the entangled vines and you would also get entangled. However, narratively, I want to believe that Thistle probably controls the vines to a degree. And so maybe you can't ride him, but I bet you can like punch him, push him real hard down, and stand there and not get entangled too. You probably can't get on top of them without getting entangled, but you can probably stand there at the edge without getting entangled.
Have like a foot on the chest kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're still standing, you won't fall down kind of thing.
All right, cool. So I kind of want to do that to the dude in front of me.
All right, so you're wanting to beat the crap out of this guy, basically.
Yes.
All right, we'll go ahead and say you can have roll to hit at advantage. It's a very low, please restrain. DC, you're looking at a DC, not an AC situation, so.
That's not great though. It's a 14.
Okay, so yeah, this is the case where you're not looking for hitting past an AC, you're looking to just the difficulty of punching someone you want to punch, basically. So the DC for that is very low. 14 will absolutely let you punch the guy. Do you want to try and do some? You go ahead and roll a D6.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be a 4.
All right. So you're gonna go ahead and just like clock him one real good in the jaw, kind of like stars a little bit, but like you get his attention. What do you do?
If possible, if he kind of like goes down, wrapped up in these vines, just for added effect and just for Danny's, just to make her feel better. Put that boot right on his face, or on his chest. Does the ring let me ask questions and they tell the truth?
The ring allows you to have advantage on knowing if they're telling the truth. So basically the way insight works is your insight to know if they're telling you the truth or not. The trick being, of course, if they believe something to be the truth, you're only able to determine that, right? However, you will be able to tell if they're lying or not if you make your successful throws, and you'll have advantage because you have that ring, which tends to be pretty useful.
So, foot on chest, just kind of towering over. All right, before we decide to kick your ass even further than we already have, I need to know who exactly sent you here.
The one you just punched is kind of dazed and like, who do you think, you stupid bitch? You're all gonna die!
I'm just gonna dig the heel in a little bit further. I'm gonna need you to say that a little nicer. I'm sorry, who exactly sent you here?
Let's see. Thistle, this will be your chance to jump into this.
To ask a question, or
to basically think of it like initiative continuing, where you each kind of get one rough-ish action and statement to kind of do things with that.
okay.
How do you do diplomatic interrogations?
Can I use a spell
Sure.
right now, or is it more?
Yeah, that's an action. You can do it.
I want to try to use Charm Person.
Okay. Is it a concentration?
It's duration 1 hour. I think it is. Let's see.
Madrigal from the sidelines say, what if we ask them yes or no questions? Can we ask them some yes or no questions? She's gonna like whisper that to the party.
Yes, Thistle, you can, because it is not a concentration-based spell.
Okay.
Because you need to hold concentration for entanglement. So I just wanted to make sure you didn't try to charm one of them and then lose your entanglement.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So Charm Person, I'm going to use it on
Nice.
the guy on the ground with Danny's boot on his neck. And sorry, do I have to roll?
I believe he has to do a saving throw with Charm Person. Against your DC. Yes, wisdom saving throw. How wise is he? +0 modifier 10. So your DC Thistle is, I'm sure, higher than 10. Yes, it is. So yeah, he is charmed. Let me grab my little charmed icon. He is still entangled, but he's now also charmed. He is charmed by you.
Okay.
He's not as charmed by the girl with the boot on his chest. He is charmed by you.
I'm going to maybe get a little bit closer, look at him and say, hey man, who exactly sent you here and why are you guys coming after us?
He is kind of still shaking off his punch and is being pressed against the chest, and he's like, well, hello there. It's great to see you, and I'd love to help you out with that. You see, we were actually sent by our leader. Manchun sent us. He wanted us to send a message, a very firm and strict message that we can do whatever we want. We're going to get in. We're going to terrorize you. We're going to burn this whole place down. Take all the resources. He's got some big plans. But we're friends.
My God.
Danny's just digging the heel in.
Yes,
more.
the person digging their heel in, clearly not a friend of mine, clearly a friend of yours, but you and I, we're friends.
Yeah. Can I ask more questions, or is it going to go to the next?
We'll go to Smudge, but we'll say that you're still charmed, so you can chime in to try and help them get things achieved as well.
Okay.
All right, Smudge.
Okay, gotta remember what I was thinking.
Sativa, well, you guys are...
Where is the other end of this? Where does the portal go that you came from? Where are you portaling in from?
He kind of looks at you.
Yeah, I'd really like to know that.
Oh, you want to know where we're coming in from? Oh, well, let's see. Our personal group, we were just, we were given orders. We were told what this was, and they gave us a really great meal before sending us off, which is really nice. To actually have a nice meal with the boss himself. Yeah, it was real nice, real good meal. And then, yeah, he opened the portal up for us and said that we would get to come out when the time was right. And then all of us, we sat in this dark space. It was kind of depressing. It could have been 5 minutes, could have been years. Not really sure, honestly. Time kind of lost meaning there in that space between we went through the portal and we came back out. But then we heard voices, and we could hear the boss, like, kind of pushing us with his mind to burst through the painting. And it burst through like it was nothing. And we had our orders, of course, and you know what happens when you have orders. We had to try and kill everyone and send a message.
Did he say where they portaled from?
He didn't really know because it was like a dark night when they were brought to a mysterious location. These guys were canon.
Okay.
These guys were selected to go through on a suicide mission. They were not meant to survive this. They're meant to basically psychologically terrorize you and say, we can get into your safe place.
And did they know that?
Yeah, the charm guy is very well aware and very candidly like, yeah, we had a really nice meal. He told us our entire point was to kind of come in and make sure you guys know that you are not safe here and we're going to come for everything. But we got to have a really nice meal first. He's a nice guy like that. You know, when you serve a cause, sometimes you're not going to live to the end, but it's okay. So we figured he'd kind of kill us first. I was going to try and go down.
No, we ain't killing you. You're going back.
Point of inquiry. How would they go back when y'all destroyed that painting?
Oh, we destroyed the painting? I thought it was just the... Oh, fuck.
Y'all specified it was ripped apart.
We needed them to stop coming through, Danny. It's important for no more to come.
It's important for him to know we're fucking coming for him instead.
Well, maybe the destruction will let him know that.
Sativa's like, so is that thing not real then? What the fuck? The giant Manchun image.
No, Sativa.
Babs is gonna be so pissed. Set the fucking air on fire. Oh, she's gonna be pissed. And she's like using water.
Sorry, Sativa.
She's like using water to like put the little smoldering fires out of her. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
Just fucking kill the rest of them. Fuck this.
Can we ask him, like, does he know how to get to Manchun, or like, what can we ask him?
The portal was a one-way thing. He was really clear. We were going to be put through to die. We couldn't get back through if we wanted to. Our best case scenario was to somehow come through and escape your clutches and not get killed, but then somehow manage to get out of Cozy Cove. That was a slim chance, especially because, you know, since we've been watching the place for so long and we knew that Babs and Howard were going to leave at this time, we would have probably ended up running into them because they're due back soon anyway. So we would have ran into them and gotten killed by them anyway. This was a suicide mission from the start.
You know where we can find Manchun?
Well, we need to know what all names they know. They know Babs and Howard's names. We need to know if they know everybody's names and how. I don't know whoever's next up.
I think we're back.
How do they know? How do you know Babs and Howard's name?
Everyone would know Babs and Howard. So to be clear and above board, Babs and Howard are like level 20 plus adventurers that were retired. They would have names synonymous with like Mordenkainen and stuff like that. So like their name would be known enough, especially because like they're in charge of this town. They've been building this town up for a few years, that kind of thing. So they would know them just from reputation, from knowing the town. They would possibly know Sativa because of the history that, you know, you guys have been learning about. You don't know if they know you guys specifically by name or if they just know you as like, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry, whatever. Like the others in Tarm who aren't charmed are like, you need to shut the fuck up. You need to go ahead and kill yourself. You're gonna talk like that. You're gonna die.
Wait, whose turn is it? Sorry.
I think we're back at the top, so it'd be you and Danny up next.
I wonder if they've been watching the place. I wonder if we want to know how they've been watching the place.
All right, if this guy's charmed, do we know how long he's charmed for?
I think it's 15 minutes, right? Or is it an hour?
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna kind of look at Madrigal. Are we keeping this one alive? Can I kill the other fuckers?
Yeah. I think we only need this one. That's the thistle.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Can I walk past somebody who's charmed and without getting like an attack of opportunity kind of thing?
Yeah, he's also fully grappled, so.
All right, I'm gonna leave this dude. Go to the guy. Oh shit, he's
Danny, working out the logistics on how to best murder someone right to their stupid face.
well. There's thorns and stuff.
Yeah, the thorns are getting in the way of all the fucking sweet murder you want to do.
True. Can we just pretend Thistle can control all of them, and I can just kind of walk on up to the other dude?
Yeah, I got it. You can just go around the vines.
Oh, look, they move. All right, in that case, I believe that guy there. Gonna try to attack this guy with my spear. That is a nat 20.
All right.
Hey.
You can go ahead and just you can describe your kill with that. Go ahead.
I feel like having to leave one and being able to kill at least one of the other ones, she's just gonna, like, super sweet Final Fantasy VII, twirl the spear like clouds, Buster Sword, and then just jam it into this dude's chest.
Thrilling displays, just little bits of magic actually throb off of the terrible word, come off of the of the staff, just sparkling, dazzling, a little whimsical actually, before the staff shoves through his chest, sending blood again everywhere, landing on the couches, the chairs, the floor, the ceiling, everything but the books, basically.
And it just rips it out and just kind of smiles and just chills there.
Sativa just kind of applauds, like, nicely done.
That was definitely flirting. I can tell. I know these things. Anywho,
She turns back to the guy who's charmed, and she's gonna like look to Thistle and be like, "Can you like back me up here if they, maybe like repeat the question?" So he's like really into it. And she's gonna be like, "So, a couple of questions, friend. First of all, you mentioned that you've been watching the plays. How exactly have you been watching our nice little Romeo?"
Yeah, how have you been watching us?
Oh, I mean, the Black Network is pretty extensive, and they've been trying to keep an eye on this area for, like, 8 years or so? The purple hair girl gave us the slip way back then in Waterdeep, and they were all tracking her and tracing her. She was trying to escape. I want to have a quiet life. My friends are all dead. So she tries to get away from us. She gets here. She just disappears. We can't get through. That pisses the bosses off. That's back when there were 2 bosses instead of just the 1 boss. So then they say, let's find out. But then we have all the drama that goes on with the 2 bosses. I don't know what they're doing, but we've been utilizing the massive network that we have at our disposal to keep eyes on you.
So I heard a rumor that Manchun died at Waterdeep. So when you say 2 bosses, were they 2 bosses that kind of looked just like him, or were they 2 bosses that looked different?
The rumors of Manchun's murder at Waterdeep were largely overestimated. That silly little stoner and her little stupid friends, they didn't kill the real one. Steve was like, the fuck we didn't. Yes, we did. They're just lying. The clones lied. We killed the real one. He's like, that's what we want you to think. You're welcome to roll inside to see if he's lying or not.
Okay. Haha, 22.
Sativa, so I'm gonna let you apply that to both. Sativa is not lying. They did kill the real Manchun. However, these clones are true clones, as in they are in every way Manchun, and there were 2 of them. When Manchun died, they both claimed, oh no, I'm still Manchun, which is really the way they knew that Manchun was dead, was having 2 of them claim to be Manchun versus actually admitting they were clones. They were obviously trying to make a power grab, right? They both claim to be the real one. They're both clones.
Okay. So, riddle me this, yeah? So if I wanted to get in touch with the Black Network, just, I think we could be friends, yeah? Where would I go? Who would I talk to?
You could probably... We've got a, not to brag, but we've been setting up base in Heistrin. It's a seedy town full of money-making opportunities, so we've been making ourselves at home, finding our way into the industry, trying to tap into the markets. The grapple hook thing was a problem, but we're finding our own ways into the market.
Any members of the Black Network over here in Cozy Cove? Would I have to go to Heistrin? Are there any members of the network in Cozy Cove, or would I have to go to Heistrin?
I mean, if you're looking for, like, to access like if what would you be looking for? Because if you're looking for like a they normally are in bigger cities. Out in the country, you would at most have like like maybe they have a spy here or there, but really when it comes to like, espionage, spy work, and evil destruction, you tend to stick to the cities. There's just more resources available. So
Yeah. Can you give me names?
Names?
And like a name or two, of somebody that I could get in touch with. If I wanted to understand, say, the grapple hook trade and how Manchun is, figuring out a solution to the problems therein, who would I talk to?
As he goes to speak names, his throat tightens. Little puffs come out of his mouth as he tries to speak.
Does he look like he's dying?
It looks like he's dying. Yeah, no, it looks like he tried to give you information and it's activating a death curse and he's dying in front of you.
Ruh-roh, can I cast gosh, diddly darn, what's it called? Where are my spells? Where are my spells? Spare the dying on him. Can I do that? Can I do spare the dying?
Spare the dying? What does spare the dying do?
It's an action. Choose a creature within range that has 0 hit points and isn't dead. The creature becomes stable. It's a cantrip.
So this is a death curse, so I don't know that it would... I don't want you to... Oh, it's a cantrip, so I mean, it's not going to waste your spell slot. You're welcome to try.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't want you to waste your
I
spell
try.
slot. Yeah, so you're going to try...
Yeah.
He is... turning gray, his eyes rolling back, and you spare the dying, and it stops it for a moment, and then continues once again. Because spare the dying only would stabilize, but if it's a death curse, it's going to keep going until objective is achieved.
Man, I don't know if anybody has something that comes to mind, like, in the moment of, like, that they would want to ask him before he dies, before he croaks.
Is Thistly able to charm a different person? We still have 2 more that are alive. 1 more that's alive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any. I think I have 1 spell slot left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick before he dies, can I ask him, like, when's the next batch of you coming in?
And then he dies. Once he starts speaking secrets, he stops being able to speak, and then his life is extinguished.
Okay.
Once you start naming names, snitches. And the remaining guy goes, and that's why you don't talk, fool. And he's wiggling around a weapon to try and free himself. Like, he's actively trying.
Sorry, gang, I thought we'd be able to get more out of him, but...
We got enough. Fucking kill this one.
I wanted to know if there were any operatives actually in Cozy Cove.
I wanted to know that, too.
Just over that.
Yeah.
Whose turn is it? Is it still your turn?
I think it would be Smudge. No, Madrigal, you went and you asked the question, and then he started dying. This will be your turn, yeah?
Okay. This was kind of had enough of these guys. I'm just gonna run around the side of her vines and come up to. This is the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna take her scimitar and just try to cut his throat.
Alrighty, roll a d20.
I rolled an 8.
You have a reroll, I believe.
Can I roll again?
Can I have given her Bardic as a bonus action?
You could.
Okay. All right. So, but that's not for the roll.
So if you have Bardic, you can roll. Bardic's a d4, right? Or is it a d6?
I think it's a d6.
Yes, you could roll a d6 to add that to your 8.
Okay. 4, so 12.
All right. So it's not a very high AC that you're trying to hit because he is, pretty helpless. You will be able to slit his throat. I don't know if he's going to instantly die out. He's probably going to slow bleed because, wasn't a nat 20 or anything. But go ahead and roll damage on that.
1 plus 3 slashing, so 4.
Alrighty. We're going to say that's the rate that he is bleeding out. And so you'll have until he bleeds out. I'm just going to basically the way that's going to work is every person that goes, I'm going to take 4 life away. So you have that much time to try and get answers out of him while he bleeds out. This is cozy D&D.
Yay, torture.
Charm person is an action. Yeah, damn.
So you're trying to charm him while he's literally bleeding. That is the what in the Hawthorne Heights emo song is this?
I can't do it anyway.
Pretty
sure that's a Panic at the Disco song.
I know, it's 'cause my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrists and lock my arms.
This is what I Write Since Not Tragedies is actually about.
This is the Chaos Crew torturing people. This would be a sick.
But like in a cute way.
I'll try to ask him, is there anyone in Cozy Cove? Do you have anyone else in Cozy Cove? Mir Narek.
Fuck you! He's not charmed. He's a piece of shit bad guy. He's a bad guy on a suicide mission. He's not gonna be like, oh, shucksy doodles, here's my whole plan. That was the charmed guy.
Shucksy doodles.
Oh, can you ask him how the second Manchun died? Why? Who? What?
How did one of the
Is that useful to us? Sorry, I can't tell if that's a useful question or not. What do y'all think?
I was thinking the same thing. But is it my turn?
I think it would be yours now.
But yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to say, I can heal you. I have the ability, and I will heal you if you answer 2 questions. First question, how did one of the clones die? Because he said that there were 2 bosses and now there's only 1. So that must mean that one of the clones died. How did one of the clones die?
None of them are dead. They're both alive and they're coming for you. More blood gushes out.
And Danny, can you tell if he's telling the truth?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
You want me to? All right.
Yeah, you're the one with the rings.
Yeah, because you're the one that's wearing the ring that knows if somebody is telling the truth or not.
19 plus 5.
He's 100% telling the truth.
He's 100% telling the
Both
truth.
are very much still alive.
Okay.
And they are both coming for you.
All right. And others, let me ask you again. Remember, I'm going to heal you. Is there an operative, a spy in Cozy Cove?
We don't need a spy here. We're gonna kill you all.
What do you say? We don't need a spy here?
We don't need a spy here. We're gonna kill you all.
Okay. Well, then I don't need to heal you. You didn't give us anything useful.
This is so cozy.
Yeah, I could hold that.
You like
Do we-
that? And he dies.
No.
They're always so unhelpful.
And like that, he falls dead.
Never send a man to do a woman's job. That will be their downfall.
So he was like, I don't know, I'm kind of glad they didn't send women. We would have actually, been dead if they had.
Had an actual battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Danny's gonna. They're all dead, correct?
Yep, you are now sitting in the Cozy Cove Inn with scorch marks, splattered blood, and 4, 5, 6, 7 dead bodies.
Okay, but what is the 2 bosses versus 1 boss? Doesn't make sense. If both clones are still alive.
Well, I think it would mean that one of them has seceded, or not seceded, but has decided somehow that they're cool with not being the boss. So whether they've been defeated or charmed or something, or they're currently posing as somebody else. They don't need a spy here. Obviously, why don't they need a spy here?
Why don't they need a spy here? And Danny's gonna go directly in front of Sativa.
So he was like, why? I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know either. You were the one dealing with them earlier.
Earlier. I wouldn't be dealing with them earlier. I dealt with them 8 years ago. You heard they said, and then I was a coward and I ran away. I came here and I haven't dealt with them since.
I still don't understand why they were trying to dress up like you then.
Yeah, that's weird. I haven't done anything. That's what Babs is always giving me a hard time about. That's why she's always shitting on me, because I came here and I haven't been adventuring and I don't do anything because I'm a coward. And the friends that made me brave are dead. So I'm back to being a coward.
You're not a fucking coward.
No, I am. I'm a certifiable coward. That is verifiable. I'm actually a complete coward unless my friends are in danger. That's actually one of my bonds and virtues on my original character sheet. Certifiable coward unless her friends are in danger.
So what if we wanted to be your friends?
Well, I'm taking you guys out on my boat to go fight them at the Oak Isles or something. So I'm doing it. I just kind of scared.
Thistle walks up and gives her a big hug.
Oh,
Thanks, Thistle.
okay, Sativa, we're in danger. Danny's in danger. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? You're just gonna stand by and watch while we're all in danger, including Danny? Is that really what you want to do right now?
Madrigal, don't throw my name in there.
Why? You always blush more and more every time she says your name. She should keep saying your name. It's cute.
Madrigal's trying to see if Sativa is also blushing. Is Sativa blushing?
Yeah, she's very red in the face.
Sativa. Courage is when you're afraid and yet you do it anyway. You said you were helping us, then that means you are brave. You're not a coward. It's okay to be afraid. It's what you do when you are afraid that matters.
She kind of looks at you.
Like, pursue Danny.
Sativa walks over and puts both hands on your shoulders, and she's like, a thing can be 2 things. I can be a brave coward. You guys hear the Cozy Cove Inn open.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, here comes Babs and Howard. We're in trouble now.
They come in looking a little worse for wear as well. They are a little singed around the edges, as it were. Hair's a little sticky uppy. Howard's a little sweaty. And they walk in, and then their eyes get really wide when they see the absolute disaster and myriad of dead bodies on the ground. And Babs goes, "Oh, so I can't leave you in charge." Sativa's like, "Are you guys feeling brave now?"
Babs, Howard. So you know how you're level 20 adventurers or whatever? Surely, yeah, you've been through situations. It looks like you've just been through a situation. Now, was the situation smooches or was it battle? I don't know. It's very, very hard to tell. However, we've just been through battle, yeah, and I'm sure you know what that's like. So we.
And I think we might have, like, we saved the inn. We got rid of the bad guys, we killed them all, and we didn't burn Cozy Cove Inn down. So
She looks over at her curtains that are all absolutely burnt, and she's like, "Burn it down."
No, that was Sativa. That wasn't us.
Sure. Blame me. That seems fair.
We're just level 2. Come on. What did you do when you were level 2? You know that you didn't burn down an
Very
inn.
thing. As you say, we're only level 2. You all feel a very slight tingling glow, and the inn fills with light, and you all become level 3.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
woo, woo.
Yes.
So Babs and Howard, looking a little sweaty and whatnot while you guys evaluate your level 3 options, go, "Okay, so I guess we have a lot to talk about. We just came from the church where," and they look at Clergy John. He's like, "Clergy John, you can head on back. That problem's been taken care of. Your parish is safe." He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring them." Like, we know. Get out of here. You're banned indefinitely for a while, though." He's like, "I know. I'm sorry." And away he goes. Babs like, "Yeah, so some Zentarum had a country church, and most of the villagers inside, they were gonna just murder them. We took care of that problem. It was pesky and annoying. What did you guys get into? Because it seems like there were more than just one group, huh? Because we dealt with these ones, but what are these ones? They have a different tattoo, huh?"
It was kind of like the Zentarum, but an M, I'm assuming had to do with Manshoon or whatever the hell his name is.
So he was like, "No, that's the M on their forearms, 100% the signature of Manshoon. I've been sent a letter from Manshoon before. I know that signature well. That is, in fact, the sign of Manshoon. So they have a tattoo of his signature. The other ones have the tattoo of the Zentarum."
Why the two separate ones? Aren't they both the Zentarum?
What did the letter from Manchun say that you got sent?
Oh, this was back in her Waterdeep days. It was something, blah, 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 I'm mad at you. I don't remember. Sativa the coward tried to send a letter back, and it caused a big problem. It was a whole thing. She was going to try and pen pal it out. But again, this was like back in Waterdeep days, so. The original Manshoon, the one who's actually dead now.
Babs, since you were involved in creating the enchantment, how would somebody teleport into your inn? How would that work?
Well, they didn't teleport in. They used portals. I need to look at some things, but it looks like they exploited I hesitate to say weakness because I don't believe in weaknesses, but they may have exploited a small hole, a small slight oversight where I normally don't leave the inn, but I guess they are aware of our behaviors now, and that's on me. I'm too predictable, as they say, so. Not bothered by that in the slightest, actually. She's very annoyed. But it seems that they basically had like a portable portal that they were able to use. Babs goes, the painting was actually delivered early this morning. Magical, I thought it was actually a gift for you because it had a note on there. Actually, hold on. It was brought in by, it was about yay tall, blonde, elf. A note somewhere.
No.
What? What?
Nope. What did the note say?
Let's see. Oh, sorry. If you could, it's a sealed thing. If you could just put your hand on it, it'll open and I can read it for you.
Magical does it.
All right. She takes it and once you touch it, it opens magically and Babs takes it back and she goes, "Oh, that's just rude.
What does it say?
Ha ha ha. You can't read this. Later on, people are going to come to kill you and your friends. If you somehow survive, I'll be seeing you soon. XOXO.
Friends, I may not believe necessarily in murder just for the sake of murder. However,
Literally just cold blooded some people like a second ago.
yeah, but it wasn't for the sake of murder. It's, they attacked. Do you know what I mean? There's, I may be willing to revise that assessment for this specific guy. He sucks. Seems like he's working with the Zenthar. So we should probably kill him, but not before we get a lot of information out of him. Also, I can't emphasize enough how much he sucks.
How does he know you're here?
That I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not entirely sure how he got in because, again, he sucks. So the fact that the wards even let him in, Babs, this is not, I'm not trying to say anything about you, like phenomenal magical work, I'm sure it's absolutely amazing, but the fact that he got in is a problem, and
It's intent.
because we knew each other.
If his intent was simply to deliver a portrait, he could have done any number of things to get past it. But if he wasn't actually trying to cause evil, I mean, the thing is, with adventurers, we have to make sure the barrier's loose enough for people who are just regular run-of-the-mill pieces of shit. Because let's be real, sometimes adventurers are kind of shitty people. You gotta make sure that some can come in, otherwise we wouldn't have an economy. So find the fine line between not a full-blown murder hobo, but also maybe is a piece of shit. Your blonde elf fella probably falls into the latter category if he put his mind into the mindset of, I'm only here to deliver this portrait.
Let's just say that in the same way that I'm really good at telling when flirting is happening, I'm also a really good judge of men, is what I'll say about that.
It was kind of weird they would address it to you, though, because it was a portrait of a body of water. It's weird. I thought you don't even like water.
Does Madrigal recognize it?
Oh, well, the painting's been destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's whenever, if any of you guys ever start DMing, by the way, you can experience what happens when you're like, I have all these plot points. Let's see what they destroy first.
Jokingly, I feel like Danny's just gonna look at Madrigal and be like, that's why I only date women.
So he was like the only man I ever
Danny
was a robot.
What?
Or construct, sorry, construct.
Shit.
Trusted. Not slept with, trusted.
Yeah. Anywho.
So who's gonna clean up all these dead bodies?
Perhaps do we have a spell for this?
So we don't got like a presence. This is what the fuck is it called?
Yeah. It just has to, and like the little flying hands that normally clean up the place get to work. Like it's a lot of blood. The tattoos are weird though. It's a shame we can't raise the dead and ask them what that's about.
And anyone raised the dead?
If any of you can, I have many a follow-up question. Like, how are you raising the dead at level 3, druids and bards?
Can we ask her like what exactly is like weird about the tattoos? Like what's the thing that bothers her the most?
What do you mean? And who are you asking?
I don't know. I guess the party is why are the tattoos weird just because they're not just because of the Manchun versus Zentharum thing? Is that the only thing that we learned was different about them?
Well, the group specifically came in with the clergymen, had the Zentharum banner basically tattooed on them. The ones that came through the painting that was delivered by your friend are marked with the Manchun tattoo.
Manchun was part of the Zentharum, but
Manchun was the leader of the Zentharum, and then he cloned himself, so the two clones still also use that signature. Or in theory, would use that signature.
your blonde buddy a Zentharum?
Not that I knew of at the time.
Just because Zentharum are known for working with mercenaries and hiring people to do their bidding. If the guys maybe...
Yeah.
This is a TV, like, if your blonde friend is a piece of shit, he's a blonde, he probably is, stands to reason he would have taken a little bit of money to meet their objectives. The Zentharum would have needed someone specifically not Zentharum to trick the intent magic, so... They probably try to find the most morally gray piece of shit character to get in. I'm kind of pissed that he would be so rude. That's a nasty little letter. Haha, you can't read it. That's just mean.
Also, honestly, it's so stupid of him to assume that I wouldn't have friends who can read. But I know it was ink. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Still need to go to Oakhaven. I think I'm more worried about them.
If this is what's happening here, what could be happening there?
Listen, I know y'all about asking questions and all that good stuff. And I get it, but we gotta get over there.
The voyage alone will not be quick. We need to finish going through
We're
the
ready.
papers too.
Thistle says, "We're ready. Maybe after a bath." Pockets is just like covered in blood, dripping blood from him. He shakes, and blood goes everywhere.
Babs is like, yeah. Mind you, Carl's absolutely joining in with them. Just like, yes.
No.
Just bathing in blood.
Hey, best friend, can I play with them? It looks really fun.
fun.
You know what, buddy? You go for it. You earned it.
Yay! He also starts splashing around.
Not splashing around.
Sativa, is there anything else you haven't told us that we need to know before heading over to Oakhaven? Specifically about these fuckers in your past.
I mean, I didn't even know they were still mad about it. As far as I was concerned, we killed Manchun. Okay, that's not totally true. When I came here, I didn't fully understand why they were really that mad. I didn't know a lot, okay? I lived in the woods, and they made my favorite flower illegal, so I went to the city to try and change that, and then in the course of that, I pissed off the Zentarum, I pissed off the Cult of Xanathar, I pissed off the Brigand Earth, because I sunk Jaraxel's boat. Well, Carl sunk the boat, but I was there, so he knew I was at the party, so that was a whole masquerade thing we had. It was a really fun time. He throws the best masquerade parties, though, like, truly. They're amazing. So then...
Wait. Hey, back up. Who threw what masquerades?
This is way back when. This is before we even freed the dragon. This is, like, way back when. We were trying to get some information on... So the Brigand Earth, they're like mercenaries, and sometimes Zentarum will try and hire them, sometimes they're independent agents. You know, it's one of those kind of relationships where, like, sometimes they're your friends, sometimes they're not your friend. Anyway, Jaraxel's kind of a piece of shit. He's also wicked charismatic, and he throws the best parties. Anyway, we scored invites to his masquerade party, and we went on the boat. We had these really great disguises on, really great costumes, looked really cute, had a great time, found the information we needed, sunk a boat, and then we were able to get back to land, and he was a little upset about the boat kerfuffle. So he was also pretty mad. But I didn't even really know that I didn't even know how he weighed into it, really, because I don't know how all these cults and groups get along. I'm from the woods. I didn't really understand how all these groups in this human hive get so political and so upset. Like, they get all upsetty spaghetti, and I didn't really know anything, right? So then we go and we free this dragon, because I just wanted to free the dragon. I love dragons, they're so pretty. And I kind of had this theory that if I saw a dragon, I could one day get strong enough to wild shape into a dragon, and how sick would that be, right? So
That's awesome.
So we went free the dragon. It was great. Well, then all the cults are pissed because we killed Manchun, but then the two clones were fighting for power, blah, 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 and it was kind of tense, and they were trying to organize, and honestly, they were figuring whoever could kill the people who killed Manchun would have the new bragging rights of being in charge, right? So they kept coming after us, and then we went into the dungeon of the Mad Mage, and it sucked. Do you have any idea how much a dungeon that you just live in for months and months and months, basically? Do you know how miserable that is for no seeing the sun? So I got tired of it.
Okay.
Had a wish ring. I left Slingblade because he was annoying and he kind of let our friend die, and I was still kind of pissed off, so I just used my wish ring, got me and Carl out of there. Commandeered a boat. Was being followed a lot. Kept trying to do different magic tricks to get away from him. Didn't really fully understand why I was even being followed. Like, why do they keep following me? Like, oh my god, I didn't realize I'd pissed all these different groups off. And anyways, I knew I'd made some people mad. I didn't know I'd made everyone mad. And then I came here and I said, well, no one's mad at me here. I'll just stay here. And then, time kind of comes at you real fast.
And now the pest is quite literally nipping at your heels.
Well, it's not like they're just here for me. It's not like I'm the only one in this room who's got a history with Zentarum.
The fuck does that mean?
I'm not the only one in this room with a history with the Zentarum.
This Axel guy, he's still around?
Jaraxel? Yeah. I mean, I doubt he's dead. He's interesting. I mean, he, in theory, could be on our side. I mean, he's probably not still mad about the boat because he's so wealthy. If the Zentarum aren't paying him, he could, in theory, be brought to our side. It's a lot of manpower.
Could possibly throw another masquerade?
Well, if you guys would go through the papers that have been drying out since last session, you might find something about that masquerade.
Hey guys, let's go through the papers from last night.
This
should be dried up. I know.
Shit!
So amongst the blood and burned inn, as Babs's hands get to work we're helping hands trying to clean the inn. You guys go through the papers and the things that have been too waterlogged to really go through. You kind of keep going through it. In that, you find the jewelry that you guys had, the locket. You guys see that glowing. It was glowing a little differently. It was glowing like with some intention, some like affection type of magic. Because Thistle had the idea, Thistle, you feel compelled to open the locket.
I feel compelled to open the locket.
And even though you guys have all looked in the locket previously, and it had been empty with no photo, now that you're looking for it, a little envelope falls out.
Ooh.
Very high quality paper, thick, and then inside is a nice thick cardstock. Inside, assuming you guys choose to read it, says, you are cordially invited as we all descend upon the great resources at Oakhaven to first enjoy a lovely masquerade party hosted by yours truly, Jar Axel, Regan the Air.
Well, I guess we'll be using all those velvet masks.
And this means that he is with the Zentarian.
It does not mean that.
Okay.
The symbol that you guys see is what I have raised on the screen.
Was that locket in the fancy chest or the not fancy chest?
Honestly,
Do y'all remember?
don't recall. I don't
Okay.
recall. Transparently, it is a bit of a magic item switcheroo thing. Fully transparently, you people are hearing this, your characters are not. I'm actually working on a little timey-wimey one-shot for you guys to see how all these items got put on the boat. You guys can play the people who did that. But I don't want to spoil that, so things will happen and it will make sense then. But
Okay.
the locket is there to convey information to you guys, to get certain things to you, including an invitation to a party.
Where we will use the masks that we have.
When's the party?
And Danny claims the purple mask.
Ooh.
Sativa's like, oh, you don't want to wear the wig? All right, fine.
I don't know what colors there were, but if there's a green one, I would like to claim the green one.
There are as many different colors as you guys want, because there's one for each of you, and it's magically the color you're looking for.
I've got a gold one.
I just got like a red. When is the party?
No time or date on it, which is mysterious.
Is it gonna transport us there? Because is there a location?
It says the distressing thing is, before we all descend upon the resources at Oakhaven, you have been invited to a party, implying that the area, because remember how Sativa has mentioned that you have to get to a certain position in the ocean when certain astrology positions are in place to gain access to where Oakhaven is. Which would therefore indicate that somewhere out in the ocean, there's probably several other boats who are all also planning on trying to get into Oakhaven. And before they go and try and get into this place of magic and destroy this peaceful people and steal their resources, they plan on having a fancy dress party. And Jarl Axel, who loves a good party, thinks, that's a good occasion for me to host one. So he's going to go out and host a party while he watches these groups descend upon Oakhaven, because he's a mercenary, but he hasn't been paid to take a side yet. And that is how...
Jar actually's not blonde, is he?
He's not. He is a drow.
Quite the opposite then.
Quite the opposite from blonde,
Yeah.
but gosh, just every bit of a piece of shit.
His spirit is blonde. Is that a blonde man?
That's fair.
I think we should head out.
Sativa, are you familiar with Axel?
With Jar Axel? Yeah, we've met. I didn't know a lot of things. I was traveling with people who knew a lot more things than I did, and they were my friends, so I said, okay, sure, let's do that. I just went along with a lot of things. Didn't realize sinking the boat would be a big deal, honestly. I thought it was kind of funny. Didn't know he was a big deal. Didn't know he had, like, legions of mercenaries at his disposal. But honestly, he had a decent sense of humor about it, honestly.
Hilarious. Do we have a mask for her?
For Sativa, she kind of smiles. She goes, mask isn't gonna matter with Jarl Axel. Jarl Axel can see through all of these masks. Now, that does not mean that other people can't be deceived, but Jarl Axel has a little monocle of true sight.
He doesn't know who the hell we are, though.
He does not, which is why I'm probably not going to go on the boat immediately. If we do this, I will stay with the boat. That way no one comes and, decides to retaliatorily sink our boat, because I would respect him a little bit if he tried to sink our boat. Honestly, I would respect that, so I'm just gonna try and be smart about things. I'll stay on the boat. You guys will go. I want to say I'll give you Carl, but last time we went onto one of Jarl Axel's boats, he, as you know, sank it, so we'll figure that out on the way. But I'll stay with the boat, and you guys are gonna have to go to that masquerade party without me.
I think we should take Carl though, because he could sink all the boats he wanted that weren't ours.
Not a bad backup plan.
Carl can hang back with the familiars.
We can
That's
send
fine,
him
I'm
to
gonna
the
go
other.
with you. It's a party.
Yeah, no, bud. Yeah, I think you're gonna stay here.
No, we gotta go. We're familiar. It's a party. And Pockets is like, yeah, like, of course we'd be going. Like, he's gesturing wildly, like, of course we would be going. We are the familiars. Of course we would be going with you. And he's, like, picking up a mask and trying to put it on, you know. Yeah, best friend. We'll wear the best friend mask. We'll wear the...
Nah, Danny's gonna take the mask directly from Wick and be like, nah, I don't think so, bud.
But you can decide how handsome I'll be. I can be whatever.
You're
I can
already
be-
handsome, buddy. No, you don't need a mask, buddy. You're already...
You're right. I don't need a mask. He doesn't know who I am. I'll pretend to be a gargoyle on his boat. Yeah, espionage.
Espionage, that's... Yeah.
Pockets has a little dapper suit that he's been wanting to wear, and this is the perfect occasion for him.
Oh, Madrigal remembers that she's gonna write him a song, and she's like, "All right, so it can be about your exploits in battle, bathing in the blood of your enemies, and then espionage. You know, like you're wearing a nice suit right after. Yeah, it's name a better combination, right? Battle, suit.
So is the consensus that we're heading to Oak Haven, or at least on the way to Oak Haven to intercept this masquerade?
Or to possibly attend the masquerade for information.
Yes,
Espionage.
also attend.
Because it seems like he sent this invitation to possibly multiple people, which makes you guys probably think there could be multiple people heading to Oak Haven.
Perhaps even the spies, because it's interesting because the whatever is the guard that croaked before we could get any, like when we asked him who would we need to talk to, he had an answer, he just couldn't say it without dying. So we know that there are spies nearby, we just don't know who they are. Maybe they're on the boats.
We still don't know who sunk the boat where we got these chests from, with the immovable rod type thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Hells, they could be in this very inn.
Carl's like,
Not
No,
you, Carl.
Danny. Danny is still pissed at Sativa, but just kind of holding it.
what are you mad at me for?
She didn't fucking tell us everything. That's what I'm mad at you for.
What difference would it have made telling you in the middle of the ocean versus telling you here, where if you're mad at me for being involved in this, it's not a big deal. Plus, I was kind of freaked out. I wanted to get back to where I was safe. As mentioned, I'm a coward. We can't all be big and brave and fearlessly just go off to do brave things for no reason at all. I mean, who even does that? Just does brave things to be a hero and to, like, do stuff. Yeah, we get it, Thistle. You're a hero. I'm not a hero.
Yes, you are, Sativa.
Perhaps it's like, it's dusty in here. Yeah, I should probably get some of that cleaned up. Hero my ass. So
You
guys
are
gonna
not
go to the
helping,
party?
Babs. You're not helping, Babs.
Neither is Sativa bringing all this trouble to my cozy little cove.
Howard,
We did mention
Not argue with you there.
Howard, how are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I knew this was gonna happen.
You
What do
knew?
you mean?
What does that mean?
I didn't know. I've been telling Sativa for years now. This is eventually gonna come back and bite her in the ass. I'm glad to be right. And you know, like whenever like your grandmother is right about something and they're just like really smug about it, but they're still loving, they're still sweet, they're still nice, but they're really smug about it. Like, I told you those bangs would look stupid. You're just like, thanks, Grandma. You know, it's like that.
I mean, I don't, but I could imagine.
Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah.
Were there any other journals or papers that were drying out that we needed to look at?
Hey, listen,
I don't know.
most of them look to be just dried out documents, but if you decide to start going through them, you can roll an investigation and see if maybe you get some insight to some things you didn't get from your interrogations because they died.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll investigation. There's my d20.
I hope.
9.
You think they look like some really cool paper? Could maybe be into paper mache even.
Can I assist in her role, or can I also look.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, I'm sorry. What are we looking for? What's the roll?
We're doing investigation.
19.
19. All right. As you dig through the papers, you kind of look around a little bit, dig through them, and you start to see a few of the symbols. And you notice that the symbols from the M's and the symbols from the Zentaran banner, you start to notice a pattern. They are on different ledgers, as if some of them are marked with an M and some of them are marked with a dragon. It looks like they might be answering to two different entities designated by the M and the dragon.
So did Manchun split from the Zentara?
Is it possible that one group is, if there's two clones, that one of the Manchun clones is of that group with the M, and the other Manchun clone is a dragon?
With the Zentara.
Abby, did you
Because
set up
I'm
the Clone Wars?
I'm still bugged by the whole two, and now we have one. I don't think we've answered that from his whole thing of saying, oh, it was much harder when we had two bosses, but now we have one. I'm really bothered by that.
I thought we learned that both of them are still alive.
Well, we did learn that they both are still alive, but they only have one boss, he said. So where did the other one go? Who is it? I don't want to speculate that they're just together now in their whole thing.
I think Magical wonders if in these Clone Wars, it's like a civil war, right? And they're both trying to conquer Cozy Cove, which is why. But like, what's worrisome is that they both kind of arrived here at the same time. If that's the case, like they both figured out a way to get into this inn at the exact same time, which means that they both knew that they can get in the inn if Babs isn't here, which I think is an interesting loophole. I wonder what other kinds of loopholes might exist in that way, of like places that they're able to get in, and if the patron isn't there. I wonder if that might relate to the whole Sativa costume thing, because if they were able to kill and replace Sativa with a clone or somebody disguised as her, then they could just get wherever she is.
Can they clone anyone? Yeah.
Who would want two of me?
Well, I could think of one person.
Magical, shut up.
I don't think I can.
Danny,
I'll try,
you
I'll try.
there's little old me, Thistle, messing with you? So the two Manchun, the clones,
Yeah.
one of them is heading up the M, one of them's heading up the dragon.
Yeah, much as I do love making Denny blush, it is fun. I would say that I think that Thistle's on the right track, and that is probably two clones, maybe one with one symbol, one with the other, probably. Based on the fact that, one group came in one way, the same way, but they were two groups. They weren't really mingled, right? And if they had two bosses and they had one, but there's still two groups, I personally, deductive reasoning, would say that's pretty good. And I'm not even looking at my plot notebook.
Right, but did the Manchun tattooed folks not come in on a painting from the fella that Madrigal knew?
Oh yeah, that's a 10-4. That's all true. It seems to be the guy that Magical knew bought the painting in of the Manchun Zeds.
All cards on the table, team. Here's how I know this guy. Yeah, so he is somebody that I dated and kept some secrets from me, and he knew something that really mattered to me, and things didn't end so well between us because he sucks. Really wasn't who I thought he was. By someone I knew from before I joined the adventuring party.
Pockets is looking extremely angry and ready to kick some ass.
Yeah, Magical gives him a little like pets his head a little bit.
So you think this blonde dude is in league with Manchun?
I'm not sure. See, the thing about him is he's smart, but he's not smart in a way that's like mastermindy. He's smart in a way that is extremely self-serving. So I think that he saw an opportunity to make money and he took it. Now, I think he's smart enough that he might have information potentially if we were able to get to him in some way. I'm not sure that he knows. Again, if he was able to get through the wall, that means that he probably didn't necessarily have obvious evil intent aside from maybe messing with me and delivering this package and making money off of it. But he might have noticed something that could be of use to us at some point.
How far could he have gotten? Is he gone?
Did he show up?
Sorry.
Huh?
Was he alone when he showed up? Like, did he have a horse? Was he just?
He saddled the horse. He had the horse, tied up outside. He looked like a typical messenger. Honestly, I didn't notice anything weird about it. Just looked like a messenger.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wait, thoughts. Did he, random thought, did he wrap his horse close to the stables where Brownie was?
Sure, he sure did.
I don't know. Could Brownie possibly have noticed anything if I were to speak with animals with her?
Probably would have only really seen him ride up on the horse, tie the horse off, go in, and then come back out. I'd probably add a little flair if you wasted your spell slot, a little improv flair of him laughing maniacally at how evil he's being, but to spare you the spell slot.
Well, would she have seen where he went? Like what direction?
I mean, it's just the one road out of Cozy Cove, so it would have probably been
Right.
Yeah,
It was worth a shot.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a good idea.
Listen, I try, Rick. Even though you're supposed to be out there watching Brownie, by the way.
All right, bye, best friend.
Yeah, that's what I thought, bud. Get out there.
Okay, so is kind of the group consensus that there's some sort of civil war happening between the two Manchus, and we're kind of caught in the middle of it.
Or they're working together. And I have a thought from something in the past that they were maybe trying to bring back, or someone was trying to bring back the original Manchu.
That was a theory, yeah.
But would the clones want to bring back the original Manchu? Or
No idea. Sativa's like, I didn't even know they were clones when we killed the original guy.
And they didn't even know they were clones. They think they are Manchun. So I don't think that there would be any desire from them to bring back the original Manchun, because they all think that they both think they are Manchun.
And mechanically they are. Like, in terms of mechanics, they are both level, 18 wizard, magic user, whatever. They both are able to have his brain and his stat block and his magic items. Like, when we say he used this very specific spell, it's not like your usual, clone. It's like, this is, when we keep comparing it to Clone Wars, this is like having two Darth Vaders.
I think so. What do we make of the fact that the clones that they're more organized now than they were before, and that they all absorb the main qualities or whatever from the original. So they're carbon copies, and they're supposed to be kind of at each other's throats, but they're working in an organized way. But now it seems like they're not.
So you guys know that they were organized, then they fell into disarray when the Manchun was killed, and then it seemed like they were getting really organized from the clues you guys found, but you weren't, there's a lot you don't know about how you got from point A to point D, as it were. It seemed like there could have been some more organization happening. Now it looks like there could be two different groups who maybe that organization you were seeing was actually two different organizations.
were we able to read anything from those papers, Danny, when you had with your insight, or we only saw the different, or the back and forth based on the symbols in the paper?
Just that it was, just that it was the two separate ones.
We can't read them at all.
I'm sorry?
Can we read? Or get any more insight from the papers?
Other than the ledgers of the two different groups and stuff. Let's see. Let's do a group investigation. Everyone roll one and we'll see what the average is. So you guys begin looking through the papers. You kind of each take a stack and kind of start sorting through what's truly important. And you start kind of sorting them into piles. This is the Manchun stuff, or this is the dragon tattoo, this is the M tattoo. You kind of start going through the papers and putting them into two piles and start kind of matching the dates. And finally, a picture begins to unfold. It looks like he was killed about 10 years ago, the original Manchun in Waterdeep. Organization were in disarray for probably about a year or two before things started. They made attempts after that first year to start getting things back together, but it was half-hearted revenge plots. It was, trying to get drug runs going. It was low effort, low reward type of shit. They had a few groups who were very loyal to Manchun, who were trying to take down those who had upset them by killing Manchun. They eventually started to devolve into a power struggle where the two clones were both insisting they should be the true leader of the Zentarum and the Black Network. And this infighting was a problem. You remember the Dead Man did mention how problematic it was having two bosses, because, you know, regardless if there's one or two, they're both level 18 magic users and you're a fucking NPC, so guess what? You have two bosses. So when they split, because they did split, it seemed that some of them went with one and some went with the other. Now, you can't really tell what the reasoning is. Like, you can't tell why one went one way and why one went the other. You don't know why one has the M and one has the dragon. What you do know is, at the end of the day, everyone who went to one clone took one tattoo, and everyone who went to the other took the other. And they have been working, both groups fully claiming to be the Zentarum, both groups fully claiming to be led by the one true Manchun, and both groups are absolutely determined to secure their power through any force necessary, including the resources of the Cozy Cove region, and yes, the magic that is found at Oakhaven, in the misty isles of Oakhaven.
So they're not working together. They both, in each of them.
So they think similarly, so they arrive at the same type of plot on the same day.
Well, because of course they're clones of the same man. That actually makes sense for them to think along the same pathway.
That's so embarrassing for them.
Yeah. I had fun with that. I was like,
Yeah. That's really clever. I like it. Huh.
So either one could have technically taken out Danny's home, now that I'm thinking about it.
When was your home taken out, Danny?
It was a while ago.
But like before the original Manchun was killed or since?
I have no idea. I saw a man that looked like, I'm assuming was Manchun.
well, how long ago was
Who
it?
was,
So he was like, because, you know, it'd be weird if he hid in the last 10 years.
I'd say within the last 10 years.
Okay.
Don't recall. I don't know. I don't know if it was the real guy or not. Couldn't really get close enough for a tattoo look, if that makes sense.
And it could have been before.
It doesn't matter in the long run. It doesn't matter.
We'll kill them all.
Yeah. They're all dead men walking.
So my leading theory with the shipwreck is that one of the groups destroyed the other's ship.
It's a really good theory.
Clone 1 versus Clone 2. I don't know whose ship it was. Actually, it was on the ship. The flag was the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
Correct.
it was their
Yeah,
ship,
Zentarum.
Centurion, and then maybe the M group is the ones that
It's
sunk
good
the ship.
theory. Good theory.
But if they sunk it, why wouldn't
like
they take
that.
the treasure with them?
The treasure? Take the what?
You guys found on the boat, like all the jewelry and stuff. Why wouldn't they have taken that? If not the costume jewelry, like the more expensive stuff and the gold and the goblets and that stuff. Why wouldn't they have taken those?
She's just trying to distract us, y'all.
My thing is freezing. You're all frozen.
Or she's trying to gotcha us.
She is.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
The last thing I heard was what if she's trying to distract us, and then you all got very frozen, and now you're frozen again. Oh no, what's happening?
Oh, she's frozen again.
It's the ice. It's hitting. Oh no. Computer, stop being so dumb. Everyone's frozen. Hello.
Oh, no. What does the weather say?
Great session, everyone. Good job murdering people.
Yay! And we leveled up! Yay!
Level. Thank you all, and great job tonight. All right, that was Chaos Crew in Cozy Cove. Fun session. I enjoyed it. Always good to see how they interrogate people. Should you want to catch up on their adventures, there's a playlist somewhere on the screen. If you want to keep watching and seeing more of this stuff, try and subscribe to the channel if you want. If you don't, totally understand. Go find something you'll enjoy. And in the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and go play some D&D. Bye!